there, comic friends. I'm Travis.
And I'm still Ethan.
And this is
Monster Comic Reviews.
That's right, second half of the last week of June 2013.
Yep.
What are we talking about?
First up we have Hawkeye, issue 11.
The Pizza Dog issue.
I really like this issue. It was fun. I like Pizza Dog. Okay, first of all. So, you know, that's totally what this book needs more of, is Pizza Dog. Although watching Pizza Dog tear up those gangsters was pretty great. That was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the unfortunate thing here is, even though Pizza Dog's intentions are really good, it's not helping. I mean, if he takes out all the people that are coming to clean up the bodies and stuff, that means nobody's going to realize that Grills is dead, which means it's going to take longer for people to realize that. Which means it's going to take longer for Hawkeye to get around to avenging him.
See, I think they find out the Grills is dead.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so. See, that's one of my problems with the
That was the only problem, is it was kind of hard in some cases to tell what's going on with the...
Because the entire book is written through Pizza Dogs.
People.
Pizza Dogs.
I love the way though that they have Pizza Dog associate people with things. You know, things. That's really great. You know, like Hawkeye. You know, I love their individual faces. I mean, and you know, I love the fact that Clint always has bandages.
Right.
You know, no matter what in his pictures. You know, I love the fact that both Kate and him have the bow and arrow symbol thingy for
bow and arrow. Both have coffee.
You know, both have coffee. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
There's something else about hers that makes her smell better or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
And, you know, I love the fact that whenever Clint is talking to Kate and he's there and he's smelling them, Clint has a little heart coming off of him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think in the book, I think that they find out that Grills is dead. They're going to the funeral, I think, because at one point it shows the symbols.
Oh, that's right, because they're all dressed.
It's a long. They're all in suits.
And they're all dressed up. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So I think that they know that.
That's probably true.
It was hard because it's confusing. It was confusing, and my only problem was it was fun, but there are lots of pages where it's extremely left up to interpretation. It's exactly where he's running downstairs and up and downstairs, and that's amusing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's an entire page of almost nothingness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as if you smells here or there kind of thing, but not, to me, doesn't give me as much as what I would have hoped for. I liked it, but I almost thought there was too much of it for me. And there were some parts that confused me. The part where he's like fighting with the bro.
Bro guys?
Yeah. Like, it looks like they're on the rooftop, and it looks like he kicks the dog, flips the dog over, and I'm thinking, oh, the dog's just been pitched off the edge of the roof. And then the next scene is they're setting with Grandma, and Grandma's kind of taking care of that grandmotherly lady's kind of taking care of that has the female dog.
See, I thought the flipping over the roof was Pizza Dog flipping him over the roof, off the roof.
No, I don't think so. But we know they get into a tangle and whatnot, and then of course there's the end of the book. Obviously, Kate and Clint have a pretty significant argument of some sort.
Yeah, again.
Well, they always do to some degree.
I know, but...
And then she leaves, and it shows a map of her and Pizza
Dog going to the other side of the country.
They go to the West Coast. Yeah. Well, so I was fine up until that point.
Yeah.
I want to know what that real argument was. I want to hear the actual words, not just... I mean, it is funny watching...
I appreciate the fact that, you know, there's certain words in their conversations that he recognizes.
But the dog knows
because that's what you say to dogs. I mean,
lucky come what. The things he hears all the time.
Yeah.
So those are actual words that we get to read. Otherwise, we don't get to read it, so we have to guess. So I'm a bit frustrated that because I like Kate, and I like Kate in this comic, and it feels like Kate and Pizza Dog just left the book.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out next issue.
Well, I'm just saying, they took a road trip to the opposite coast. So I'm not happy about that if they've left the book without us actually
getting to see
actual dialogue to tell us and whatnot. And was this their way of getting rid of Pizza Dog? Because I kind of got the impression that the artist wasn't a real big fan of drawing Pizza Dog. Pizza Dog became an instant hit that no one was aware of. I mean, there was never this intention to have Pizza Dog be Pizza Dog. It's just the way that first issue landed and the way everybody took it. We all excited by it.
Well, it sucks to be the army skin.
I don't know. I'm just I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
but
I don't think so.
There are parts I really, really liked about it. After a while, the whole thing with the dog went from being unique to I'm not getting as much information as I wanted to, considering what it feels like are pretty significant ramifications by the end of the book.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I think that Kate, I don't know about Pizza Dog, I mean, probably not, but I think Kate, at least, is a very significant character in this book. So I don't think, A, I don't think they're going to get rid of her, and B, if they do, I don't think they're going to get rid of her like that with just, I mean, a page of dialogue that we didn't even get to hear.
Right.
So,
I guess we'll find out.
Yep.
What will we rate this issue?
I'd give it a 4.
I'd give it a weak 4. I enjoyed it. Okay, so next we're going to talk about one of a number of Justice League books that we got this week.
So
They all
many
came out on the
Justice League
same.
books.
They all came out on the same week. Kind of funny. Justice League issue 21.
I like this book.
The all Shazam issue.
Yep. It was good. It was better than normal Justice League, that's for sure.
I've been liking Justice League
I don't know.
lately. It's gotten better, I think.
Yes, it's better than it was when it first started out, but it's still kind of like A for me. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a 2.
Okay, so what did you think of? What did you think
this issue though? I like this issue. That was clever. I mean, granted, the whole family trope has been used a lot, but in the way that they did it, I liked it. Gosh, I mean, even though he's been there for like thousands of years and he knows what he's doing,
Black Adam.
I still think that Black Adam probably peed his pants a little bit when he's like, Shazam! He's like, what?
Oh.
Right? And turns around and there's a whole group of other Shazam people.
He's demanding the power.
I mean, that's such a bad day.
Yeah, so he's demanding the power. He's demanding the power of Shazam. Give me your power.
Right.
Or I'm going to kill all your friends. He's got them all hung up and under his feet and whatnot. And so
he's all Shazam!
he's Shazam, but instead of giving it to Black Adam, he
gives it
to all of his friends. So suddenly you have the entire Marvel family, boom, right there.
Yep.
Instantly for a second.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that would suck to suddenly have all these.
Didn't last very long, but it was cool.
No.
It was cool while it lasted.
Well, that was kind of cool that it happened. It had him. He even gives his tiger power for a while, and then it all kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
So now we're back to kind of square one.
Mm-hmm.
Is Black Adam gone?
Yeah, I think so. I think he died.
That sucks.
Yeah, I kind of like Black Adam.
Black Adam's one of my favorite
He's
villains.
He's a fun villain. I liked him when he wasn't a villain.
Yeah, right. During the 52.
I don't know. I think one of my favorite stories ever involving Black Adam is when Isis comes back and she's like, let's destroy everything. And Black Adam's like, oh, crap. And then he ends up killing her. I mean, that was just a really good story. And so that kind of sucks. I mean, I kind of saw the way that he was going to beat him being that way. I mean, you trick him into turning back so then he turns to dust. I mean,
because he's been Black Adam for centuries.
For centuries, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And then end it with Mr. Mind.
Yep, with Mr. Mind.
So I hope we get Shazam. I hope we get to see him someplace.
Yep.
Either he becomes a member of the Justice League, or they give him his own book,
yeah,
or whatever. I hope they do something cool with it.
Yep.
What do we rate this book?
I think I give it a weak 4, strong 3.
Give it a strong 3. Yeah. What are we talking about next?
Next up we have Justice League of America, issue 5.
I like this issue. I actually like Justice League of America. I'm surprised at how much I enjoy Justice League of America. Because I'm not necessarily a big fan of David Finch's art. In this case, it's Brett Booth did the artwork for it, which was fine. Of course, Catwoman didn't die in the last issue. I knew she wasn't going to be shot in the head.
Casually killed.
I was guessing that because we hadn't seen Black Orchid anywhere, that maybe it was Black Orchid hiding as her, and Black Orchid is enough invulnerable that maybe she could take the hit. Didn't think about the fact that Martian
Manhunter's on the team.
is also on the team and could possibly be there and be the shapeshifter.
But how did that work though? Because he was fighting the.
And when they took them out, right?
Oh, you're right. Mm-hmm.
He faked being knocked out and then probably went intangible and slipped it over and then took Catwoman's place in the chair while Catwoman was actually hiding someplace.
Yeah.
Who the hell's the guy? Who the hell's the guy?
Freaking fake.
The guy.
Weird jokery guy.
Well, he's only the Joker because he says "ha" a lot and he has pale skin.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
Yeah. Did you not read the backup story?
Nope.
Loser. So Ethan didn't read the backup story, which of course is the Martian Manhunter backup stories by Kent. And I think that the backup story was really cool, really excellent. Shows why he ends up on Earth in the first place. and was also very interesting. They really need to get Matt Kent his own book.
Yeah.
Getting back on his own book, whether that be a Martian Manhunter book or whatever. They need to give him his own book because everything he's writing for DC, I think, has just been excellent.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the Justice League of America. I love the kind of sneaky stuff that Waller's up to, even though she's not truly the Wall like she used to be, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna start Trinity War. Trinity War is it's going to be next for all these Justice League books. So that'll be really cool to see exactly where that goes. I'm excited about that to see what kind of things come out of it. What would we rate the Justice League of America?
I think I'd give it a 3.
I give it a solid 3 also. Okay, next we're going to talk about Justice League Dark, issue 21.
Wow, Dr. Destiny is a badass. I mean, of course, I guess if you give anybody some super gem of power, that kind of makes them pretty tough. Especially when, your worst nightmares become actual solid manifestations and not just illusions, like I thought they originally were.
Okay, so let's dial back for just a second. You talked about Dr. Destiny. That's the character that was the very beginning of Sandman, right? Back in Vertigo, right?
Yeah.
Same character. And did he not use the ruby also?
Yeah.
Right? That's what gave him his power and made him really cause a lot of problems while Sandman was tied up? Okay, I'm just curious.
It's just, in that case, I mean, it seemed like the top of his ability was commanding a diner full of people, while in this case, this entire city is
Right, sure.
And even then, their nightmares and crap weren't actually there.
Well, I'm not saying they're exactly the same. I was just saying that, that's the same players and whatnot. And in this case, he's Xanadu's kid.
Son. Well.
Who's the dad?
I don't know. I don't even have a guess as to who it would be. Obviously, nobody knows.
And of course, we get another interesting future slice where it seems that in that future, anyway, she's got a thing with
Dead Man. Yep.
Which now it seems like she's going to avoid that. How about the Flash? How about the Flash teamed up with him?
I liked the Flash. That was great. I liked, if this book were to become kind of, a bravish and the boldish kind of thing. I mean, not saying that we have to have a new mainstream superhero every single issue, but, if it so happened that occasionally superheroes showed up and joined the team for a couple of issues, I'd be okay with that.
I love the fact that the Flash is going, wow, you know what? I feel more like a team
than I do with the Justice League.
Than I do with the Justice League, hanging out with these guys.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Well, because they're so damn dysfunctional.
Yeah.
The Justice League is. And despite the Justice League Dark members all bickering at each other all the time, constantly, sticking each other with jabs and whatnot, they are a much more cohesive. Let's just get.
They do function pretty well.
What gives them?
I put that all on Frankenstein. I think
they certainly get more stuff done.
Yes.
Than the Justice League has.
That's because they have Frankenstein on their team.
You think it's all because of Frank?
No, not really.
All because of Francis?
Well,
I love the fact when Constantine calls him Francis. I love that.
But, yeah. No,
yeah.
I like, see, that's just it. Here, they insult each other and they're just kind of like, whatever. But if you notice, I don't know, family members and close friends do that all the time. I mean, that's, one of the things that tells your friends is the fact that you insult each other and you're just like, yeah. So, I feel like that's just one of those things. I mean, I feel like if, in Justice League, in like the first few issues, Wonder Woman and Green Lantern and Aquaman, right? Yeah, Aquaman, all duke it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do like Frankenstein on the team. I like Frankenstein. I just really do. I really like Frankenstein. He's a fucking character. But so is Constantine and Xanadu and...
Yeah, I like Constantine in this. I don't really care for his book. But this is he's fun. He's fun operationally here. I'm really curious to see how these guys operate in this whole Trinity War thing, because they are such mystic-based people and whatnot. I've seen some preview art of Frankenstein, Constantine, and Wonder Woman strolling along, done by the artist by Mikkel Jen, the guy who does the artwork for Justice League Dark. Looks really cool. Yeah. I mean, that to me, that group of people would just be, hell to deal with. Anyway, so what we rate this Justice League Dark issue, this end of this arc?
I think I'd give it a 4, actually. Like a weak 4, strong 3.
Strong 3. Yep.
I don't know, like
Enjoy.
perfectly in between the two.
Yep. Okay, what are we talking about next?
Next up, we have X-Men issue 2.
I'm enjoying the book. I like the artwork in it. Right now, it probably has the cutest one of the cutest babies in comics. Great facial expressions on the baby and whatnot. The story's interesting. I don't know that it's anything we haven't seen before in the way you've got this like super robot android kind of a thing. I mean, the entity uses technology, so it's coming across as being that way. Of course, we don't know the character that she's possessed at all, so that's so that part's somewhat confusing. Other than obviously she's somebody that everybody there liked, and has been unconscious this entire time. That she's using her body, to take stuff over. So there's that little bit of craziness in there. The book feels fine, it being all females. Yeah. It's not like it's a forced thing. It's not like they said, let's make a team of female superheroes. That's who's around. That's who's doing the work that needs to be done. So that's kind of cool and whatnot. I just really enjoyed the book. Yeah. I'm not like blown away by it.
No.
But
I like it.
But it's enjoyable. I like these characters.
I like the characters.
And then they interact together well. There are some funny moments. I love the end of it. Yes. For instance, where Kitty's telling them, okay, you guys got to get to work doing all that stuff.
What's this thing with the scary counter?
Yeah.
It's like,
So it's like some bomb is there, basically, kind of a thing.
Now, it all depends how fast can you reach Kitty in the hopes that she can phase you.
Or how fast can she get to it.
Explosion.
Or how fast can she get to it and phase through it and screw it up.
Yep.
Really weird for me. I'm not reading any other X-Men book. I haven't read X-Men seriously since the mid to late 80s, when Kitty Pryde was definitely a teen, and she was like the new person and would never be in charge of anything. Yeah. And now she's a mentor. Yeah. Which is really, I mean it's cool, but definitely a different different shift for me.
I like Shadowcat. She's cool.
Yeah. I enjoy them all.
No, they're actually all pretty cool.
It'll be curious to see exactly how they deal with this person who could pretty much Uber with technology and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah. I would give this a 3.
Yeah, I think I'd give this all 3.
Yeah. It's been a good week of solid comics. And lastly, we're going to talk about Young Avengers issue 6.
Well, first of all, I love this cover. It's great. I mean, I love the fact that it's Wiccan and what's her face, and then obviously I don't remember what his name is. I don't remember what either of their names are. People.
Yeah.
People and
the two heroes.
And people.
Well, it's just the fact is that they're obviously wage slaves. Yeah. Because that's what their job is, really. Yeah. I mean, this guy's a super speedster related to Wiccan. Pretty much implied that he was. And this guy is a ex-mutant. Yeah. Who's lost his mutant powers but gained everything. His power absorbs all knowledge.
Not powers, but knowledge.
All knowledge.
Yep.
I mean, down to the little things.
It's kind of awkward, actually.
Yeah, extremely.
Weird. I mean,
that would be very uncomfortable.
I don't know. I think I'd be less concerned with people going, don't touch me. I'd be more concerned with going, don't touch me. I mean, I don't know. It's like, you touch somebody by accident, you're like, ah!
Yeah, now you know all their bodily function habits.
I never needed to know that. Yeah, no, it's just really awkward.
Yes, I know exactly which hand. I know exactly which hand Emma Frost wipes herself with.
Yes, exactly.
Oh no, I did not need to know that.
Yeah,
but they both have these mundane jobs. Yeah. The speedster puts together computers at light speed, basically, and it's awful because of course
it's going so fast. It's like weeks for him.
They explain it very well, and of course he works
that was weeks.
And he works the hotline, the superhero help hotline.
Yeah. Elektra? Yeah, no. You want to keep your distance, just tell somebody gets a chain tied to the side.
Just run.
Run?
Can you run? Just run.
You want to run.
Yes.
You just can't help ninjas. No, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
The end of it's freaking creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, when, the guy has a super speedster and all he does is go, I mean, you're getting the impression that he's going, really and that the guy's going, and then he grabs him, and he's gone.
Yeah. He just wigs out completely.
He walks forward, right, and there's that crack that you see, right, and his glasses crack, right, and the guy's crying as he's trying to run away, and then
yeah, it's like when he gets to him, it's like all of a sudden this wave of fear or something.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting because these are characters we haven't seen before. So I'm assuming this is going to lead us back to the rest of the group. And so these guys will become part of the group also. I just love there's serious stuff going on, but the book is also written with a certain level of lightness to it and charm.
Yeah.
I won't say charm in the same way as the last volume of Batgirl was charming.
Yes.
But still, it has a youthful charm to it that just it's fun. It's fun to read. There's plenty of places and you can read it and laugh.
Yeah.
The artwork in this one wasn't done by McKelvey. He did the cover, but he didn't do the inside. But the person who did the inside, Caitlin Brown, I think is her name, is close enough to his that it didn't feel like a jarring shift in art style changes. And it's just a really fun, refreshing book to read. It's a great youth book. Very excited by it.
Yeah.
What would you give it?
I give it a 4, I think.
I give it a 4 also. I mean, the whole setup of these two characters, and then they're deciding to play superhero briefly.
And then it going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And that's it, huh?
Yep.
So was it a pretty good week of comics?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing besides Jonah Hex that was really bad, I think. So.
Well, and even I'll be doing a No Capes video down the road. A lot of those books, you've read quite a few of those, and they were pretty good too.
The Massive and such, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, thanks for hanging in with us and listening to us almost talk about comics.
Yeah.
And,
I'll probably come back. It might be a month. It might be 7.
Crazy.
It might be a few
and we'll get
months.
back into the practice of this. So maybe we'll get back to being a little smoother, not such a mess. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you down the road.